Welcome back, everyone. This is Toasty Biggins with what hopefully will be the final episode of Let's Play Actraiser. Here we are at Deathheim's door. This is the final area in the game. It does not have a simulation mode, unlike all the other areas, and it doesn't even really have a side-scrolling stage. There is one thing I need to do, though, before we challenge the Deathheim. I have to use all the items that I collected in the last episode to help me out, so just let me gobble these up really quick. I'm going to use the last source of magic, even though it won't really help me, because there's 7 sources of magic in the game, and magical stardust, which is pretty much the only useful magic, is 2 MP to cast. And I'm not like a mathematician or anything, but I do know that 7 is not divisible by 2. In fact, 7 is a prime number, meaning it is only divisible by itself and 1. Do you want to know what the only spell is that uses 1 MP? It's Magical Fire. It's the most useless spell in the game. Basically, it's just a big screw you to the player, and makes me very angry. This Japanese version is just like, it wants me to fail, but I'm not going to let it get me down. So we're going to go to Deathheim, which would be a pretty sweet name for a black metal band. In fact, there probably is a black metal band called Deathheim. You know what? Actually, I'm going to check right now. Just a second. Okay, well, there is a World of Warcraft player named Deathheim, and a Nazi war criminal named Aribert Dr. Deathheim, who might be still alive because his body was never found, which is kind of disturbing. But there is no band, as far as I can tell, named Deathheim. So, ladies and gents, if you feel like starting a black metal band, this one's on me. Okay, choose magic. Let's make sure I have shooting star here, not this other garbage. Okay. Yeah, okay. I know, Bert. Thanks. Status of the Father. 7 MP! I'm so mad about that. Okay. Gotta calm down. Gotta focus. Alright. Do some push-ups. Alright. I think I'm ready. We're gonna go down to Goblin Town. I can't observe the people because there's no one in this area. Alright. That was a little bit of an anticlimax. It's time for the final battle. Once I win, the monsters will vanish from the face of the earth completely. I am ready, Bert. Let's do this. Okay. Well, there's no action stage this time around, but if you've played the Mega Man games, you'll be familiar with the concept of a boss rush, where you have to beat all of the previous bosses in a row. It even teleports you, just like it does in Mega Man. Okay, so first up is Minotauros of Fillmore. Let's do this. Next up, Zeppelin Wolf of Bloodpool. Here comes the transformation. Okay, beat him without losing a life. This is going really well so far. Next up is that stupid Pharaoh head from Cassandra. I'm going to try to beat him legitimately this time. Even that isn't very hard. Well, I lost a life due to hubris. Alright, enough of this. Two HP was too much to waste on you, Pharaohhead. Too dear a price. Okay. Next, we have Flame Wheel. Mytos. This guy, kinda lame. But he's actually sort of a challenge without shooting star magic. Did I say sort of a challenge? I meant like the opposite of that. My mistake. Next, we have the evil Hindu snake god from Marana. Who could forget the good times experienced with this guy and his spiky platforms? This boss fight will probably take a while because I'm gonna die. Alright, this boss fight takes a while the traditional way because as far as I know you can only get about 2 hits max on him using the spike platform method, and it seems like the wait for him to come down and crush you method won't work in the boss rush mode because he doesn't seem to be baited as easily into coming down and killing you. I'm gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. Yes! Perseverance wins through in the end. Next up, we have Ice Wyvern. Well, beat this guy with 1 hit point, so beating him with, you know, over a dozen shouldn't be too hard, right? Okay, wow, that was pretty close. I was getting kind of nervous there. But I'll still have 2 lives left for the final boss battle. Ready? Here we go. Alright, that's the boss rush over with. Phew! Okay, now it's time for the final fight. Fortunately, this guy only has 2 forms. Unlike some other more extravagant bosses, he'll just get hit there. And I have 2 lives to do this in. I think it's possible. Plus, for this section of the game, you get a free projectile power-up, which greatly assists in beating him. So it's actually not too challenging. At least in his first form. You just have to focus on jumping over the shooting stars whenever they threaten you. Alright, piece of cake. Now that is one long health bar. So even with the power-up, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. It's going to have to make the most of our damage-dealing opportunities here. These are the most dangerous parts of this fight because they seek you and they don't go away until you actively destroy them. They make it a lot harder to dodge all the other stuff on the screen. Crap, I missed my chance to hurt him there. Okay. Gotta find the right spacing to make it through those little balls. Come on, I'm under half health. I'm very close, but yeah, not quite. Alright, that went a lot better than I expected. I think I can do this. Really, dodging those shooting stars is more about getting lucky than anything else. Nope. Okay. Man, can't believe he's using my shooting star magic against me. That's so dastardly. In fact, a lot of these resemble your magic spells. Like those little light balls he shoots out are sort of like the magical aura spell. Okay, he's got a whale on his heart there. Destroy these as soon as possible. It's like my top priority. Other than dealing damage to the boss, of course. Okay. It's gotta be very ginger the way I handle this. Alright. Under half health. Destroy those. Oh, I'm so close. Yes, I did it! Alright. That wasn't too hard at all. I still have one life left, even. Okay. Well, that's the game, folks. Deathheim clear. Look, everything's all beautiful and tranquil now. Just standing here on this little outcropping of rock. Gonna lift Simba over my head probably at some point. Listen to the peaceful music and just take a deep breath, relax, watch the epilogue.